It was good as Roknin, and I am back once again recording another episode of Roknin vs. Online. It's been a while since I did an episode. I feel like I say that every time now. But in this case, it was well warranted. I was doing some things such as getting ready for a move, and also the commentary I did for this video before was really bad. I think I recorded it like super early morning, and I just listened to it and I was like really wanted to put it out. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this one up. And I just couldn't do it. It was that bad. That was like 3 weeks ago. So I've been doing some commission work and doing things here and there, getting caught up at work and everything. And like I said, I had a move situation come up and also had some medical stuff to take care of, which is taken care of now. So yeah, I was able to get back to this and record some proper commentary for it. Hopefully without too many more issues. I actually had to replace my headset recently. I'm still using my old headset actually. The problem with it is the audio and the speakers is out, so I can't hear what I'm recording over. I bought another set of another headset, and I thought that would solve the problem. Like, cool, I can record again, no problem. And then I tried it, and that headset's mic sucks ass. I can't even explain how bad it is. This is a Plantronic pair of headsets. And I'm like, okay, well, Plantronic, I know that brand. They're pretty good, and it's $50. It'll be fine. It'll be great. And I tried. I'm like, nope. So what I'm going to do is after I'm finished moving and everything settled, I'm going to just invest in a standalone mic, which is probably the better bet anyway, rather than using cheap headset mics, are just not the best thing to do. But I like this set that I'm using, not my old set, because the quality I get for the sound is very good. It's very nice, and it's still very nice and crisp considering how much I paid for the headset, which I got it like years ago for like $30. But I guess it was due time for them to break. They are pretty cheap, so there it is. In any case, the main thing I opened up this with is just really quickly talking about rank online, and not so much the rank matches, but you know, I'm not really a big fan of to begin with. But it is what it is. They are what they are. But more or less looking at people's rank, because I made a couple of mistakes when I was doing a video or recording these matches. Or I should say, I was in the matches I gathered for this recording. I made a couple mistakes. There were some people that I thought were, you know, I'm like, oh, C+ rank, shouldn't be too bad, and then they killed me. And then there were some people I was like, oh, A+ rank, and then I was like, why are you A+? And that just brings to mind the thing that I always talk to people about, and I always say, especially like on forums and stuff like that, when talking about like ranked online in any game, really, not just this, but in any game, your online rank means shit, really. Online rank does nothing. Pretty much all it says is how much you play the game. Unless you are like at the very top and you've earned that spot, it really means very little. And even then, it's just like the players that have those ranks, they're like, that's just how much I play the game. It's not like it shows how good I am or not, or if somebody can beat me or not. So I mentioned that because there's always been a situation. I've always wanted to reset my rank anyway and put it back down to being a D and be at 0, so that way I don't get kicked from lobbies just for like wanting to get matches in, and people won't run from me. Because it's really annoying trying to find matches when your rank, once you get like to a certain rank and certain points, because people get really intimidated for no other reason than you have points. And conversely, I hate when I see people get kicked with 0 points and you know they're decent players. My philosophy has always been when I ran lobbies and whatnot is like, hey, you know what, let them enter the lobby, get a couple matches in, probably one match if it's really bad, but let them play a match first and see how bad they are, and then decide whether to kick or not, because you never know. If you're kicking like 0-point players, then you could be passing on somebody. And speaking of which, it's Sandman. I'm pretty sure I've played him before in the past. I'm trying to recall. I don't remember if this is a scene before. I want to say he played Cammy for sure, but I wasn't sure about Akuma. But in either case, he's playing two really good Fireball characters, and I'm playing Jack. Not Fireball characters, I'm sorry, DP characters, and I'm playing Jack, who, in my opinion, is just the most enjoyable DP character to play next to Cammy. Cammy's still like, Cammy's fun. But I digress. This is going to be a foray into some of my Jack work early on. So these are still technically pretty old because it's like 3 weeks ago. And I feel like my Jack play has improved, but it still has a long way to go though, because I'm still playing Jack very simple-minded. I don't really do like a lot of his fuzzy stuff. I don't use his normals enough, basically. And I'm still dropping his basic combos. Like I generally hit him, but I don't hit him as well as I should. I should be hitting his combos like no problem. See, now here's the problem with Sandman's play right here that's going to become very apparent. And he has wake up DP syndrome, and I'm going to stop that but I have to be careful doing that too because he's not afraid to DP, and he has two characters with really good DPs. So my goal right now should be whenever I get a knockdown on him to make him afraid to DP. I dropped that combo though, so that's not going to help. I'm also I'm looking at it right now. I'm actually doing a good job in this match of doing what I'm supposed to do when the characters try and cross me up, which is use tackle. And I've noticed the matches I was playing earlier, I was not doing that. These would be matches I played against Darkfire. Shout out to him. Really fun to play him again, especially with the new teams. I haven't played him in a while, but I got waxed. But part of it was he would like set me up with Asuka's Oki, and I would never tackle out of it, which is an option I just never really think about, even though Swoops has told me like 90 million times, like, hey, if they're doing these jump cross-ups, just tackle out of it. Just get away from that mess. You want to deal with it. And I should be getting rid of that, getting away from that, no problem. But I kind of have this issue where my first thought is DP, and I need to stop doing that. He has more options. But in any case, Sandman's a very active player. He's playing good defense here, though. Juri's about to get herself killed. I'm surprised I didn't punish her for that. He had 2 bars. He could have killed her. I was very upset at that. That roll wake up demon. I'm very mad because my first thought was I should probably do a throw DP here, and I was like, nah, I think I'm in the right spot. I'm trying to get the right spot for once I get a knockdown with Jack in certain places, like where it be for that roll. And so I thought I had the right spot, but I missed the roll, and he just did team. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That was a dumb jump in. You're gonna see that a lot because this is before I really tried to calm down with Juri jumping as of recent. 1, 2, I dropped that one again. See, I should be dropping stuff like that. It's very simple. But yeah, I really am starting to think I should do okay, first of all, before I say it, I am not a drinker. I drink on very rare occasion, usually like New Year's Eve or something like that. Somehow he's DPing. He does not care. He will DP. I have to get some of that in my system. I used to have it. I don't know what happened. I used to DP. Watch this. Oh, he just crossed me up. And I'm gonna eat it because it's Jack. I'm gonna DP that though, for sure. And I dropped the combo. DP, yep. That's how I took you on the ground. I should have tagged. That doesn't end. I think I did. I will. Either way. But yeah, I really am thinking, despite not being a drinker, I don't like drink recreational. I don't drink at home. You know, I don't drink beer. I'm not a fan of beer at all. I'm pretty sure I've lost like 30 people right there, 30 followers on Twitter. I know they're gone. But I don't drink beer at all. I drink on rare occasions, so if I go out somewhere, something like that, and there's drinks involved, I'll probably take a sip or something like that. I'm not an alcohol fan. I drink fruity. I drink fruity, what they call the fruity girly drink, so whatever. You can call it what you want. I call it something with taste. But I am considering, however, doing a freaking jumping drinking game, and for like every time that I do a jump that is not part of a combo, I gotta take a shot, because I'm pretty sure I would probably kill myself, or at least give myself I would probably have alcohol poisoning, I'm pretty sure, because my god, I'm gonna just watch this video and just see how many times I jump, and how often, and why, and think of why I jumped, and maybe that helps somebody else out that's having problems with that, because jumping is a problem that I seem to have, and I didn't think I had it until recently, and I started jumping more, and I'm like, why am I doing that? I wasn't jumping that bad before, was I? And I looked at old videos, I'm like, whoa, I was jumping a lot. So yeah, but it's weird because when I play Street Fighter 4, I don't jump with Rose, like rarely ever. So that's what I'm trying to adapt into my game right now. I think it's part of the reason I picked Jack as well. You know, Jack can be tempting to jump with me and close because, oh my god, this cross up is stupid. But yes, let's just see. Okay, right now I wouldn't necessarily count that because I'm jumping back. I'm doing jump back fierce to gain meter. So I'm not really trying to jump and approach him. I'm just doing jump back fierce between a fireball throws. You know, I could easily just do counter instead. So I need to do that more often, actually. Which I normally would do. Just do counter, or I would just wait, and I'll do jump back to bait a fireball, a better move, so I can go in there and do a jump back dive kick. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna start jumping, and I can see it. Yep, there's jumping. That's one. And playing Kyosuke Neo is always fun. He plays a pretty interesting team here with Poison Christian. He's played him forever. I was annoyed by that boost combo, by the way, because he went through with it, and I didn't think he would. So I blocked the first couple of hits, and then he just hit the last hit anyway, and I got hit by it. I'm like, that's lame. But it's all good. I had to respect it. See, this is where I need to really work on. Yeah, they're right about that. I need to work on that. I'm not using Jack's normals enough in neutral. I'm just really relying on Seismo, and that's okay. But you gotta be looking, you gotta be looking at the other options. Like right now, if she jumps when I decide to do a Seismo, I'm dead. As I learned when I played Darkfire today. So that was fun. Oh, I'm getting hit by kissed by a goddess, but it's okay, and I dropped that. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that. I wasn't happy with that at all. So yeah, what happened there apparently? As looking back at it now, I just pressed crouch medium kick too early, so the game thought she was still on the other side, and thus tried to compensate for me and make Juri hit to the proper side at the time that I pressed the button. But by the time that the button press was done and my starter frames were done, I was still facing the opposite way. She already crossed me over, so I still did the medium kick the wrong way instead of getting a punish. What I should have done was been patient. I was trying to get the punish as soon as possible, so I won't miss the opportunity because her DP is kind of weird to punish when she lands, and I was playing online. So I was trying to get it at the right time, but I did it way too early. But in either case, neither here nor there. I know that now, so yeah, that's an anti-air for sure. DP. See, and I'm missing. Y'all can tell these are definitely early Jack matches. I don't miss that DP that often anymore. That's not safe, and I need to stop doing that as well. I've gotten better about not doing that now and on a tag out, but Jack's DP is not good to tag out on. And I know, and I'm sure everybody watches like, well, duh. Yeah, I know, but for some reason I'll keep wanting to tag off with his DP, and it's not good to tag off with DP. His DP is great when you're not tagging off of it. And tagging off with DP, not exactly a good idea. Also, I need to stop doing that, I need to stop trying to use her HP counter, because it's okay, but like right there I should have DP'd. He jumped, he was in range. I'm underestimating. Right there should have been. That actually was supposed to be a DP. I get that sometimes, and maybe that's something somebody else can point out too. I don't know if any of the Jack players run into that, or any players in general. We have a character that has two different DP motions, one to the front, one to the back. It's weird because I'll do DP like front anti-air attack. I'll do it the correct way, but I'll get Seismo, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to get surprise attack at all. And I'm not even doing that motion, but I think what's going on is that I'm rolling my hand back and from like blocking to forward really fast, and it's like registering the down diagonal positions from back like multiple times for some reason. I'm not sure why it would even do that, but that's my best guess, because it'd be one thing if it was like a half circle forward motion or something like that. Maybe I'm messing that up or something. But it's a DP, so I gotta go forward, down, forward to get it anyway. So I don't see how it would get a reverse one. That's just the weirdest thing to me. But I digress. That's something I have to work on and make sure I get accurate, because I do not want to keep doing that. I'll try. It's a lot of times I try anti-air, and I'll get surprise attack instead, and that's not what I want. But in any case, that again, that's another drop combo. This has to be like day 2 of me playing this team, either day 2 or 3, because I see a lot of looseness in the combos. I see a lot of stuff that I'm just really dropping. I should never be dropping DP combos at the very least. And that should just be, I should do a regular DP off that. No, I don't know if that was safe or not. That's right. That's why I did that. Because with Chrissy, I'm still learning her frame data, and I'm just still not used to her playstyle. Right there, I had to confirm, but I jumped again. My God, I've jumped so much. I'm going to jump again right here. Watch. Yep. Then I'm going to jump again. Why am I jumping? Jumped again. Just jumping so much. No ground game at all whatsoever. So this is part of the reason that I want to play Juri again, too, because I need to really, like, now the Evo's over, and, we're trying to just figure out what the next tournament is going to be for us, the next big one, and we're trying to get, across at the next, whatever next event. I can take some time now and really kind of refine my play style a little bit more. I'm focusing on pretty much working on uploads, but I'm also working on just improve myself as a player in that downtime by playing not only this but other games as well. When Smash comes out, to my next focus, so that'll be something else to add to my repertoire. Kind of give you some different ideas on spacing. I want to get back into Tekken. I haven't had time yet. But I want to go back to playing Juri Jack because I want to really work on my spacing, and I think that this team is gonna force me to do that, because that's where they have their most advantage, that they can really control space very well. But once you get in their face, that's when they have troubles. With Juri, it's not so much. Juri can deal with it because she has her dash and she has counter. With Jack, when Jack gets crossed up, it's a wrap. If you cross Jack up or you get like right in Jack's face, you can there's so many ways that you can like stop him that I'm learning of now. Now that I've been playing them, which is why I don't mind playing different characters and teams and switching it up, because it helps me to like get more knowledge. Now, using that knowledge properly, that's a whole different story. That's something I'm working on, but getting that knowledge is pretty good. So at least I have that base to work with. Mostly it's nerves and dropping combos and stuff that really hits me. But anyway, this was a ranked match, I'm pretty sure. Demon Kazuya M. Yeah, I played him a couple of times in ranked. He's pretty cool. Even right now. Excuse my yawn there. Oh yeah, it's actually getting a little bit late for me over here as I'm recording, so my apologies there. But yeah, beginning of the match just kind of give me way too much respect, way too much room. I mean, he is Bob. He's gonna have to get in eventually. He's just walking back. And so right now, I was really trying to see what he would do, what he'd give me. I got hit right there for charging because Bob's jump is ridiculous. And I'm kind of seeing right now, I'm like, how much credit should I give him? I'm trying to keep in mind, and he did the overhead, but missed the follow up. I'm trying to learn to keep in mind, like, okay, this person is not, you know, this other player I play against. So let me see what he's gonna do first before I just assume he's gonna do all this craziness. I'm gonna hit this though. Yep, there we go. Pretty sure that was a fierce right because I knew it would kill him. Okay. But yeah, when I see somebody playing like, say for example, Bob, who I've always had problems with, particularly when I play Cool Kid, when I play Swoops, I hate the Bobs. I hate Bob in general. And now nostalgic, I don't like his Bob either. I just don't like Bob. No, Bob forces me to really make choices and pressure, and I'm not really good at making choices and pressure. On good days, it goes well. On bad days, you can really tell I'm having a bad day because I will make all the wrong decisions, all the wrong guesses. Right there, anti-air him pretty nicely. I think I'm trying to figure out what he was doing with Kazuya. He probably wanted to go for it when got fist, but didn't quite get it because he did wave dash all the way over towards me, and that's not something that Kazuya wants to do. Like, wave dash at full screen is like, it looks cool, but unless you have a plan, it's just gonna, especially with Juri, this is gonna get crouch medium kicked or eat a full Hajin. That was supposed to be a tag and a full combo, and for some reason I did not get the pinwheel. She was raw tag, but I'm gonna blame online because it makes me lose. I think that's death. Yep, it is. But yeah, Jack, I'm still picking up stuff with Jack and just trying to figure out his proper spacing, figure out what to do in neutral, figure out how I get out of different traps and things like that. And it's been fun playing him, though, I will say that much. And one thing I really enjoy about playing this team, I play Cammy Jack as well now, but I play that team specifically for Juri mirrors. So if I run into another person playing Juri in a set, I will stop playing Juri. I'll pick Cammy unless I just really feel confident. I hate Juri mirrors, not because I don't know the character, but because I just hate Juri mirrors. They feel dumb. Unless I'm playing with specific people, and even then I'll switch to Cammy. And I also switched to Cammy Jack for the Chun-Li matchup, period. Chun does good against both Jack and against Juri, and it's just playing that matchup against Chun is just really obtuse. So I try to switch to Cammy to like negate some of the stuff Chun does. I think Cammy's actually a decent matchup for Chun. It's probably 5-5. I'm not sure. I don't know matchup numbers all that great. This is the matchup numbers I have in my head. The magical numbers I made up. But this is the second match for Kyosuke. That I did not expect him to go to a different team. I thought he was gonna play his main team, so I went back to my old main team at the time. And I'm, you know, you get that, like, I feel like, oh man, I know you're gonna switch. I would have stuck to my other characters then. I feel like, you know, it's not to be like me or anything like that, like, oh, you don't have a chance now, but it just feels bad when like somebody switches their character, but then you go back to your main character. It's like, oh, damn. I don't know if anybody else feels like that. I feel weird about that sometimes. So that's how I am. That's why I don't get very far though. I'm too damn nice. Usually. And here, I'm jumping again. Why? I don't really jump. I think right there I was trying to jump out, but then I didn't do a good job. I didn't think that through. I got away with that roll though, so I'll live with that. And I jump back in. Why? She's in the corner. I don't have any life left. Wow. This is really revealing to look at from a different angle. Like, this is from a few weeks ago, so my mindset is there. I can kind of see my mindset has changed a lot too. I still fall in that trap though, so it's not like I'm like suddenly scot-free of it or something. Like, oh well, now I'm perfect. I still do that same crap sometimes. I'm just more aware of it now, which is really what I need to be in the first place. Just more aware of it, so I can see. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Don't neutral jump Cammy and wake up though. That's bad. That'll get you killed. Because I can just wait. I can just chill out and then you're gonna eat Half-Life. And that's one of the things about this team that is, still good. Cammy Juri does immense damage on anti-air. The problem with me was I wasn't anti-air enough. And they do. I don't know why I dropped that. That's weird. They do all, like I said, they do all right damage out of confirms. It's not great damage. It's all right damage out of confirms. But because they both kind of have to eat a lot of hits to get the confirms proper, they don't have like a lot of overhead mix-up they can get into like free damage. It's a little bit more difficult for them. And then on top of it, like I said, Juri doesn't give Cammy max damage off of any mid-screen pinwheel tag-ins. She gets it off of fireball stores though, or off of not fireball stores, but off Fuhajin tags, I should say. So, but yeah, I still feel like the Juri Jack team just gives so many options. No, you're not getting away with that, damn it. I'm so tired of dealing with that with Lily. It's like EX Sunflower Lance out of nowhere, and it's damn near unblockable. It's already hard to block offline. It's damn near unblockable online. But in either case, good games to him. That was 2 of his matches I put up there, so that was pretty, it's pretty good to play him that day. I think we got more than that. No, it might have just been like 2 or 3 that day. But yeah, there you have it. Some more matches there. Next bunch of matches you'll see. I'm probably gonna take a few from my FCK computer matches I had recently, and probably a couple from the ones I had with Darkfire, and just kind of see where I go as far as those Jack matches, because I'm still learning them. You're gonna see a lot of Jack on this channel for a little while when I play him. Any other match videos I put up, like compilations, stuff like that, will probably go to the Cross Tekken channel. But I will keep my Roknin versus Online matches here, and then like specifically when I have matchups that I'm having trouble with or something like that, I'll post those videos individually. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to recording more of these and getting these more back in shape, because I've not done these in quite a while, and then, I feel bad. I feel like I neglected you guys or something. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's been crazy, but I think things are gonna be cool now. The only thing I worry about now is just this move coming up next week. So yeah, once that's out of the way, I'll be back to recording this 110%, and continually trying to improve. In the meanwhile, thank you for checking it out, and go play some Cross. Later.